I really like doing a whole lot of different things. And when you're an actor, you get to do a whole lot of different things. I was a dual major in college. I was an accounting major and a theater major, going for 2 separate degrees. And after 4 years of accounting, nothing against accountants, but I did not want to go to work every day and crunch numbers. I just knew that's not what I wanted to do. I like the fact that it was always things are always changing and always different. You get to work with, new groups of people and new challenges all the time. And I gotta say, one good thing about the acting business, you can work on a great job that you hope will never end because everyone is just so much fun. But the flip side is that when you're on a bad job and you just hate or not, it's going to end. For an indie film, I was low budget indie. I was really impressed. We had a really great group of people working on it. We had great actors, the crew. Every day there was a challenge for the crew, and no one yelled at anybody. It was just, okay, huddle, let's solve the problem, and get back to work. Because we were in a really tight space next to a fairly busy road. So there were sound issues. You get a perfect take acting-wise, like, oh, we can't use it because a truck went by or a plane went overhead. But it just, and it was tough because we were tight conditions. It's like cabin fever, like if you're a kid in a rainy day and you're stuck inside for a couple of days, it can, people can start to get at each other, but that didn't happen on this. Christine, who has been doing this for a little bit longer than Elizabeth, who's playing our daughter, they were great to work at, and we also had some scenes we were sort of improvising on one scene, and they were just so good to work with. They're just so focused. When I was first cast, and there were sort of like dads of, like they said, well, John was saying it's a little religious family, and so you're kind of a Bible thumping dad and everything else, and I'm like, and then I got like a beauty pageant winner as my wife. I'm like, wow, how did I luck out to get to hang with this person for a few days? But I didn't get any love scenes with my wife at all. I got hate scenes with my wife. The bad guys get to flirt with my wife. Clarence's character, it's tough. He loves his family. He has, but he's kind of like, this is the way it is. I think he doesn't have a whole lot of control in his life, and by being sort of over the top on the religion end of his life, he has the illusion that he has control. So it's gone beyond sort of faith, which is great about this film. We had rehearsals. A lot of indie films, you come in and it's on you. You got to have your lines memorized, and your choices made, and you go to work. And on this, we had many days of rehearsal for the scene because he had to block it all out because everybody's in one room and cameras are moving around and everything else. So he's got to figure all that out so his cuts and everything work, which is good for him. But for actors, it was great because it allowed us to get to know our characters and the other characters and how we were going to relate, and which saved time on the shoot days. But for an actor, it was really a gift because you usually don't have that much time. I'm waiting. I can't wait to see it, and also I can't wait to see what John does next. So this is the important thing, because from talking to people, he just keeps getting better and better and better and better. So if I think this is good, this next project is going to be amazing.